and I don't think I really had to talk about my troubled past to do that. But if it ever came up, I would talk about it.
So after you got the transplant, it lasted for how many years?
It actually, while I was in Europe in 2005, by the way, Spain has the highest rate of organ donations in the world. Yeah, they have a 96% success rate, and there's few people dying in their country. And I knew that right from way back in '92, and I've been trying to educate our country and about their model. And I went there to get more information to bring it back, and it was in France while I was doing this cross-country European tour that I got sick. It wasn't a result of my transplant. I had something called thrombosis, which is one of my blockage
Clot blood in the vein, right?
that goes to the liver.
Oh.
And it was nothing to do with the transplant. The transplant was working fine. The numbers were great before I left Toronto, but all of a sudden I'm in a France hospital, and they're telling me that your liver's abscessed and you only got a month left to live. They had to drain it out, and they said you need a liver transplant or else you're going to die again. So I thought I've been in this place before. So I guess I said, okay, God, you gave me now 10 more years, and thank you. I'm ready to meet my maker, but I just don't want to die in France. I want to get back to Toronto. I want to die in where I was born. And my brother Sam actually came to get me in Paris and snuck me out of the hospital because we weren't allowed to go on that plane because I was too sick. They didn't want to take the responsibility of me dying on that plane. You got to know that God played a role in this, because as soon as I got back to Toronto, I was in the hospital, and it was actually 13 days later that the second liver came to me right on my birthday.
Wow. What a birthday gift.
What a birthday gift. So that was 2005.
Now, I have to go back a little bit here. You snuck you. How did your brother was able to snuck you?
He's got some moves, Clairmont. It's we pulled like a Mission Impossible. We had the nurses in on it as well. And the air. We had Alitalia that helped out with the flight. And even the doctors were in favor of my wish. Just they had to go through this big thing with their hospital to clear me, and it couldn't. I wanted out. Even though they were giving me excellent care and they saved my life there as well. I knew, I had only days, and I wanted to die in Toronto. I guess I wanted that to be my final spot. So Sam came and he pulled it off. He God
give him the wisdom to.
Yeah, I remember the nurses. They kind of covered me up like I was just going out for a little walk, and it was nighttime. And then the taxi came, and I'm in the taxi, and
you're gone.
And I'm gone.
So, on your way traveling back to Toronto, were you saying to yourself, am I going to make it home? Is it going to be okay?
I almost died on the planes.
Wow.
Sammy got just so scared. They didn't have any time to, construct a hospital bed for me there. So I was in a seat there, and I don't know how I made it alive on that plane. Getting off to that plane, and then as soon, now I know what people go through, like with the wheelchairs and everything, because there was a wheelchair available for me as soon as I got off the plane, and all the airport staff came around to wheel me to the ambulance that got me to the hospital after. I guess I said, now I can die, that's how I felt, and I felt that I did my work, and again, God had second thoughts about this,
He had other plans. Now, You said it was a clot, blood thrombosis that caused the failure of the liver. How did you come about?
Thrombosis?
Yeah.
It's one of the big mysteries of the world. They don't know what causes it. After trying to research what caused this, what you know, the most answered question, most answer I've been getting is that it could be as a result of stress related, that could do that. But they just don't have, you know, was it my diet? No, I got a super diet. Was it, you know, it wasn't anything that I was, you know, and was it something, you don't catch something? So it's a mystery why thrombosis happened.
We're speaking here to George Marcello, and he is a twice recipient of a liver transplant, and we just want to let the listeners know you're listening to StreamOfPraiseradio.com, and we'll be right back after these messages.